we're going to get this party started here. So thank you so much again for being here tonight in this event with us as we kind of start to get back to our, I guess, newest normal, right? Tonight's award ceremony is the culmination of and a way to acknowledge all of the good work done by our member companies. And we had close to 30 companies participate this year, and we hope that you all learned something through the process. We would love your help in spreading the word about the Spark Awards program to others as we continue to grow the participation level. It really just benefits everyone here as we learn from each other. So now I have a few thank yous before we officially kick off our awards program. And first I would like to recognize the members of the VIA Board of Directors and past chairmen that are in the audience. I'm not going to call you all by name, but if you could please just stand up and be recognized for your contributions, we would really appreciate it. Everyone's name's on the screen behind me, so thank you so much for your continued support and valued insight, helping make the VIA the best it can be. So please stand up. Board members has a standout role tonight as our platinum sponsor, Jerry Murphy, partner at Sikich. I'd like you to come on up and say a few words. Your ongoing support of the VIA is critical to enable us to continue providing services to our members and to put on events like this. So thank you so much, Jerry, for you and your team's help. You have 2 minutes.
Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome. How great is it to be out again and doing something like this? It's I know everyone at my table is really excited to be out and being able to visit with everyone. But I think it's important for us all to recognize the effort that went into this evening. Trish and Kathy and Sue have put an enormous amount of effort into pulling this event off. So congratulations and thank you. As Kathy said, my name is Jerry Murphy. I'm the partner in charge of the manufacturing distribution industry vertical at Sikich. And for those of you not familiar with our firm, we're an audit, tax, technology, and advisory service business serving manufacturing, distribution, industrial clients of all sizes. Over the last year, we've been dedicated to helping all of our clients and many others with, of course, PPP loan requirements, business strategy and succession, as well as going to be implementing a new lease standard. But tonight, we're going to be able to take a step back from that, have a little fun tonight. We've got a lot of great presentations and winners, and going to have fun. It's an honor to sponsor tonight's event. Many of us haven't seen each other face to face. It was great to see a number of you. I know some of you pulled some of our Sikich things that we gave away last year that were still in your coats from. So it's nice to know that they're still available to you. And, hopefully you'll enjoy the chocolates we've left on the table as well. But can you believe it was 13 months ago on March 11th, the last time we've seen one another. It's great to be back. And I told Kathy tonight that I was a little not quite as optimistic as she was that we were going to pull this off on April 28th when we made the decision to do this several months ago. It's hard to imagine that we made it. I also want to make sure that I've said that all industrial companies, all of you in the room tonight, really deserve a big thank you. As Mark said, it's important for you to all recognize the amazing work that you did over the past year. Not only did you continue to produce product and service all the needs for everyone across the country, but you did it while you're keeping your employees, their families, and everyone else safe. Surprisingly, and if that wasn't enough, everyone here tonight, I think, probably has submitted themselves to the benchmarking process and continuous improvement. We're here at Sikich to root all of you on. Congratulations to the finalists. We're excited to be here and sponsor tonight's event for you. And finally, after the the award ceremony, we're going to go upstairs, and I hope all of you will join us for a cocktail happy hour.
Right here.
Oh, we're going to stay here. We don't have to go upstairs. That's perfect. So I hope that you'll all stay around and visit with some of my colleagues. One of the newest members of our firm, Anthony Nettleton, here is part of our leadership. So with that, I'll go ahead and turn it back over to Kathy and let the Youth Awards program start.
All right. Thanks, Jerry.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jerry.
Mike.
How about now? Thank you so much, Jerry. We appreciate you and your team's support so much. And Jerry acts as you know, the treasurer of the board of directors for the Valley Industrial Association, and it's a huge help to me. So thank you so much for all you do. So we have a couple additional sponsors tonight, and I just want to put it, actually we'll have a cheers to Strang Design, our sponsoring our cocktails tonight. So a cheers to Strang. So thank you so much for your support. We also have Certs Media, who is doing our live stream, Tim and Christian over there, and our photography tonight. So thank you so much for sponsoring our media for tonight. So thank you. And I'm not sure if you all remember our humble Survey Monkey beginnings, but the bright people at WebEd have built us a tool that our members can access all year round. So this tool is in your toolbox as a benefit of being a VIA member, and we look forward to the next phase after this event. I was just asking Matt when our reports will be ready, and I think he said a few weeks. So yeah, so we'll be looking forward to getting the reports after this, which is a key benefit to doing the benchmarking. It's just kind of seeing where you fall in the group. So thank you, Matt, and your team for all the support that you give us on the benchmarking tool. So thank you so much. It's way slicker than the survey mark. So the ribbons were a big hit last year, so we brought them back. Thanks to, you can see some of the contributions our guests have had in the many roles, you know, of the tribe of the VIA, whether it's Spark Boards or benchmarking or the VIA as a whole. And so thank you so much to everyone who contributed specifically to this event, whether it was a committee or a sponsorship or donating your time and talents for judging and interviewing. There are so many great contributors right here in this room, so thank you so much to all that were involved in that. And now I want to recognize my personal team. Sue Secondi, our office manager, I think is over here in the corner, so thank you. And our lady right in front, Trish Overture, for our event planner extraordinaire, so thank you so much. And I did want to give a special shout out to my awesome husband who's here today, Matt Gilmore. We've been married for 27 years, and 22 of them I was a really strong contributor. The last 5, he's been carrying me, so I definitely am appreciative of all you do for me. And for the VIA, you got a double bonus when you hired me, because he helps me all the time, so thanks, Matt. And so my last thank you is the Illinois Manufacturing Excellence Center. We have been so blessed by this great group of educators, technicians, and manufacturing experts. We have Maria Moran in the audience today, our regional manager, and then Dr. David Boulay, the president of IMAC. Would you come up and say a few words? Thanks so much, Dave.
Good evening, everybody. Great to be here and be out again, so thank you for doing that. It's really nice. It's been a busy week for us. We released a book last week. That book, we named it Made in Illinois, Modern Playbook for Manufacturers to Compete and Win. And why I bring up that book tonight, I promise it's not a shameless sales pitch, as much as it's about peers talking to peers about best practices. It's about 300 pages of peers talking to peers. And with good friends, Michelle Kelly and Roderick Kelly, we work together in taking all of these best practices and putting them into the story of Made in Illinois. And it's based on standards of excellence, it's based on principles, it's based on taking that next step of maturity to keep getting better and better. And I've had a thought exercise about that book from its beginning, which is, boy, if one book can spark 3 ideas, and every book sparks 3 ideas, where does that take us as manufacturers in this state? What I think is really exciting about tonight, really the last 3 years, as I think about it, seeing these best practices like the ones that were showing up here on the PowerPoint slide deck tonight, these are the best practices we're implementing. You're doing it daily, weekly, annually with the Spark Awards. I celebrate you, I celebrate VIA and all the great work that you're doing, because you are making Made in Illinois a vibrant place. And so great job, kudos to you. And through Kathy or Maria, we can get you some books so you can get some other best practices out there and keep getting better. So thank you and have a great evening.
Thank you so much, Dave. We appreciate all that you guys do for us in support of all the different programs that we have going on. So thank you very much. So here it begins. The Benchmarking for Excellence Spark Awards. It all starts with a self-assessment. As I mentioned, our friends at WebEx created this tool for us. And so the way that you get to it is by either going to viaspark.org or you go to the main VIA website and click benchmarking. And from there, companies can complete an assessment in 6 different categories. Each category has about 10 different questions each. And that's where you look critically at yourself to see what are you doing in those different categories. And then, what happens, while Sue is manning the shop, Trish and I take our show on the road and come and visit the finalists in person if they accept us, and then we'll bring cake. But if not, we'll do a virtual meeting and announce the finalists for each of these different categories. And so here's just a little bit of a few pictures from the road show of the Trish and Kathy. And we had such a great time. It was fun actually to do this because it was one of our first times we saw people in person too. So masked up and ready to go. We were very excited to be launching this program again. Now last year we did our interviews live in the auditorium, but this year we kind of pivoted to Zoom, and it actually worked out pretty great. We had Zoom interviews all around, and here actually, Maria Moran, I'm going to have you come on up and tell a little bit about the interview process. As our lead judge and regional manager with IMAC, Maria helped the team kind of learn like what exactly we were trying to learn from all of the interviews. So, Maria.
Thank you. Very short. Even with heels, it's a challenge. So, thank you. So, I just want to say first off, judging is one of the funnest things that we get to do on an annual basis. It is wonderful to be on the receiving end of hearing the work that all of you are doing. Everybody is different. Everybody tackles challenges and cascading their goals differently. So thank you for being open and forthright with your conversation, for standing up to all of our questions, because I know it wasn't just me. There were a lot of judges that you were before over those days. So first off, thank you. I want to just remind everybody and give a little overview of what we do when we're judging. And just a reminder, the interview judges the maturity of the system, not the solution itself. So this is just looking at the maturity of the system. And what that means is, was there a systematic approach? How or do you systematically execute this approach? What was learned as a result of this? And then how have you adjusted throughout the organization to improve and continuously learn and be able to document those cycles of learning? Key to it is, how was this measured? So are you able to manage by fact and not by feeling? And so that's just the foundation of all that we do when we're interviewing. I want to also offer tonight a book, apparently. I can deliver a book. But also anybody would like to meet with us, we would love to do just a meeting and feedback on the interviews that we had. We'll bring technical specialists and regional managers and just have a conversation around your interview. So anybody who would like to do that, please just contact me. Kathy knows where to find me. I think most of you do as well. So we'd like to leave you with that because we are enjoying continuous improvement and we hope you do too. So congratulations to all of you.
Thank you so much, Maria. The benchmarking program had a few new twists this year, and what we did by popular demand was we created levels. So last year, the last 2 years, everybody was competing against everybody. But we did end up switching into 3, and the way it shook out was perfectly even between all the competitors, and actually had some really great competitive contests there. Large companies, we considered over 250 employees, medium companies between 51 and 249, and then small companies of 50 employees or less. So the other new features that we added was, and you were able to see some of them at the pre-show, if you were looking at the screens, and that I think Maria or Jerry had referenced, was the judges' spotlights. And so hopefully you caught some of those. What those are snapshots or highlights from the interview that our judges thought were things that others could learn from. And so that's one of the things we're gonna do tonight is showcase a spotlight from each of the winners so that you can learn some of the gold that those interviewers were able to pull out of those meetings. So it really is gonna be, I think, a great learning experience for you, and I'll have those available to you afterward as well. Since we did add more to the competition by having levels, we did opt for one other award then, and that would be the Most Improved Award. And I did let our Most Improved winner know who they were, because I did want them to share a little bit about their experience at the end of the program tonight. So we'll have that as well. Now, because we had 3 levels, we did try to keep it to the top 2 in each category. I was joking that it was kind of like your celebrity boxing. I don't know that I've ever watched that, but I'm envisioning that in my head. So celebrity boxing. But there were a couple exceptions where we had 3 in the category just because it was so close. And it was a tie, or it was so close that we really wanted to have 3. So that's going to be kind of the shtick of tonight. So the finalists, we'll have some judges' spotlights. We'll tell you who the winners are, and then our Most Improved spotlight will be at the end. So are you ready to kick this off? Okay. So our first category is operational excellence. So this category looked at engagement and support of the team, utilization of facilities, supplier management, detailed planning and process improvement, just to name a few things. And the finalists for operational excellence are Flexco versus Bison Gear, Duquesne Precast versus Aurora Specialty Textiles, and Vertec Biosolvents versus Metalloy. I feel like there should be a drum roll. But hold on. I'm not gonna tell you yet. So this large company winner, all right, is leveraging technology and employee engagement on the shop floor by using an automated dashboard available to production employees and shows real-time comprehensive information like key metrics and machine status, empowering production employees to see and act on opportunities for improvement. Our mid-sized company that won tonight is committed to operational excellence by encouraging employee engagement in continuous improvement and Kaizen events, with 10 yellow belts and 9 green belts. With a continued emphasis on maintenance excellence, they have been working to identify and fill key roles in this area, including rolling out a new e-maintenance platform. And our small company winner created a strategic plan that helped them act on tough changes this past year regarding the sourcing of raw materials. With regular touch points to quickly discuss and resolve issues, they have an innovative and nimble business model. So now for the drum roll. Our large company winner is Flexco. Please come on up and send a representative up. And then at the end of this, at the end, we do want you guys to come for team pictures, okay, for the awards. Our medium company winner is Aurora Specialty Textiles. And our small company winner is Vertec Biosolvents. Congratulations to all the operational excellence winners. Thank you. All right, our next category is the category of culture, accountability, inclusive environment, trust, core values. These are just a few things that are part of what makes up our culture benchmarking category. And the finalists are United Scrap versus Flexco, Duquesne Precast versus Fona International, and Simplex System Controls versus Monitor Technologies. In an effort to unite their employees during the pandemic, this large company had remote workers handwrite thank you cards to the production employees. This tangible example of a systematic process supports their belief that team is their competitive advantage. Our mid-sized company winner has over-the-top onboarding. Each new employee has an assigned culture coach. The employees are sent a welcome kit 1 week prior to hire. The kit includes a handwritten card from their manager and a journal that the new employee is asked to use during the onboarding to track experiences. Onboarding is done with multiple leaders, HR, their coach, the managers, and others. And last, our small company winner has been working on enhancing their culture for the last 3 years by adding more structure to that goal. Small, intentional adjustments are the foundation for strong, mature systems. And so the winners are our large company winner, Flexco. Our medium company winner, Fona International. And our small company winner, Simplex System Controls. Congratulations to all the culture winners. I told you we'll be at the bar by 7:45, Judy. Our next category is safety. Formal, ongoing training process. The impact of safety on an organization. Job-specific safety, engagement and support of the team, orientation processes, and safety and health goals are just a few of the things involved in safety benchmarking. So our finalists in safety are United Scrap versus Custom Aluminum Products. TechPack versus Duquesne Precast. And Simplex System Controls versus Producers Chemical Company. This large company implemented training across the organization, making sure there are no silos within. When implementing solutions, incorporating bilingual requirements into their communication program, during COVID, they incorporated health and safety at home programs into their training as well. This mid-sized company has made a big investment in their safety program, implementing online training and using an eye auditor app to document items and issues to be addressed across the facilities, providing status and tracking capabilities. And our small company winner made a big move this year, specifically to enhance their safety, investing in the plant and new equipment to create a better environment for the team. They routinely ask each employee if they feel safe, and while answers are confidential, actions are always taken appropriately. So our large company winner is United Scrap Metal.
This is for Adam Wilk, everyone.
Our medium company winner is Tech Pack. I think she went outside. He's coming in for granddad. And our small company winner is Simplex System Control. Thank you, everyone. They're great safety winners today. Our next category is social responsibility. So this category was created by merging two together. It's split halfway between sustainability and community service related initiatives. So together they become social responsibility. And the finalists for social responsibility are United Scrap versus Ball Horticultural. Duquesne Precast versus MTH Pumps versus Aurora Specialty Textile. And Metalloy versus Smith and Richardson. When it comes to social responsibility, this large company learns it, applies it, integrates it, and makes it part of their culture. Their holistic approach connects to their mission to make a positive impact on the lives of others with action, documenting where they are having an impact, and these metrics are posted for the employees to see. Our mid-sized company winner also has social responsibility embedded into their culture. Their green team has top-down support. With a recycling focus, they track paper, styrofoam, electricity, and waste, providing employee education so that they can apply those principles at home and at work. Our small company winner has social responsibility as a consistent part of their DNA. Giving back is part of their culture. One example is how employees can take company time to volunteer at their local food bank. Our large company winner is United Scrap Metal. Our medium company winner is MTH Pumps. And our small company winner is Metalloy. Thank you to all of our winners in social responsibility. Our next category is innovation. The voice of customer. intellectual property protection, strategic opportunities, and process for discovery are just a few things involved in the innovation category. Our finalists are, for innovation, Bison Gear versus Flexco. Duquesne Precast versus Aurora Specialty Textiles. And then now we have another exciting one, Metalloy versus Smith & Richardson versus Monitor Technologies. This large company has highly diverse areas of innovation. Incorporating rapid prototyping alongside the customer allows for more efficient innovation. They have a new idea goal that is tracked and measured, and both the internal voice of customer and external voice of customer is embedded in the innovation process, allowing for a more mature system of continual improvement. Our mid-sized company winner has a consistent and planned process in place for innovation internally and externally. They manage innovation through a measurable process. Tracking sales growth has allowed for a more robust cycle of learning. And our small company winner includes outside resources with its collaborative teams to help for a more creative customer solution. So the winners are, our large company winner is Flexco. Our medium company winner is Aurora Specialty Textiles. And our small company winner is Smith & Richardson. And thank you to all of our innovation winners. And our sixth category is workforce development. Seeking feedback, career development, attraction, employee engagement. These are just a few examples of things that we looked at in the workforce development category. And the finalists are United Scrap Metal versus Flexco. Duquesne Precast versus Fona International. And the exciting race again, Simplex System Controls versus Smith & Richardson versus Monitor Technologies. This large company starts with a strong onboarding, tracking and measuring feedback and key takeaways, like how many interns stay as employees, and the answer was 79%. Core values are part of the hiring process, and the company values are intertwined throughout all the activities and functions. All team members share the same goals. Our mid-sized company winner has a solid onboarding program as well that begins before an employee is even started, intentionally setting goals, with one being that on day 90, they say that this is the best decision I've made. Their team adapts development and leadership training each year. And our small company winner uses exit interviews, utilizes side-by-side training, assigns a mentor, and works on a mentor goal program. Clear career movement and development is established and transparent bi-weekly. Employee engagement is shared by asking what is and what isn't working. And so our large company winner is United Scrap Metal. Congratulations to our workforce development winners. And our last award tonight is our most improved benchmarking score. Now, we wanted to recognize this company that had improved the most of all, and so we had asked them to say a few words about the program. And so the winner is Aurora Specialty Textiles with over 25%. Over 25% improvement over last year's scores. We'd like to have Marcia Ayala, their president, say a few words.
Thank you. Thanks. This is a great honor, and I didn't expect to win 2 awards as well, so we're very happy, and I'm very proud of all the employees at Aurora. But it's great to see everyone tonight in person instead of through a screen as we've been dealing with last year. And I want to thank Kathy and Trish and Sue and the VIA board members for all the services and support provided to all the manufacturers in the area. The fact that Aurora's most improved speaks to the great employees of Aurora and our focus on continuous improvement. We've been talking about continuous improvement over this evening, and that's really what got us here. Even during a year of immense and unprecedented challenges, we managed to make improvements in social responsibility, innovation, operational excellence, safety, culture, and workforce development. So I thought about this, and really 3 things I'd say contributed to our success. First is benchmarking through these Spark Awards and goal setting and developing incremental improvements to close the gap. Utilizing outside resources like the VIA, IMA, and IMEC, and other resources to learn best practices, and increasing employee engagement and participation. So for benchmarking, Aurora has completed the VIA Spark Awards for the past 3 years in all categories. And then basically what we do is we use that to assist in looking at where are we deficient and where can we improve. We review those weaknesses in every category, and then we set goals to try to close those gaps. And we incorporate those into our quality management system, environmental management systems, and our continuous improvement efforts. And we've been able to make incremental steps, and we looked at where we can basically take small steps, but in the end, it ends up being a big improvement. So for example, for social responsibility, we're not yet where we can measure our carbon footprint, but we can measure how much waste we've diverted from landfill. We can take, look at how we can utilize cleaner energy resources and minimize energy. We've also set SMART goals. We regularly review those goals to see where we can improve our performance and success. And we also look at where we fail, and we look at that as a learning experience and incorporate that into alternative actions to achieve our goals. Second is utilizing outside resources to learn best practices. I encourage all of you to take advantage of those resources that are available to you, ideas from other companies, and sharing what we do is invaluable. Examples include the VIA COVID meetings during the beginning of the pandemic that we had regularly with the manufacturing companies really helped get through the pandemic and helped us deal with issues. The VIA quick surveys, the VIA forums, they have forums in all these different categories that really help you to talk with others and learn how you can improve. So we've participated in all those things that have really helped us get where we are and make the improvements. We don't live in a vacuum, even though we felt like it through this past year. The VIA and a lot of these organizations have continued with Zoom, so I encourage you to do that because you don't have to reinvent the wheel. There's a lot of great ideas out there that you can build from. And lastly, and probably most importantly, is increasing employee engagement and participation. It's important to give employees and management the responsibility and accountability to make positive changes and to discuss mistakes and what lessons that can be learned, and to take action to mitigate those and develop processes to address those. And it's also important to create opportunities for the employees to voice their opinion and ideas to management. And we've done that, and partly by getting ideas again from the VIA meetings, but through monthly safety birthday lunches, monthly safety training, business communication meetings, and employee surveys. So one example we have is one of our employees had an idea about improving the workflow. And he brought that up during one of the communication meetings, and it was basically, he had an idea of being able to move A-frames. He basically had to go around a lot of equipment when he just wanted to go right there, but there was something in the way. So he brought that to the attention of Kevin, who's here in the maintenance group, and Kenny and James, and basically they got rid of that obstruction and saved a lot of time and really made it more safe as well. So those types of things are great, and it's great to have that communication open where employees are engaged. And we also had additional participation this year in completing the surveys and in the interview process. So we really look forward to this event. We're well represented here because I think it's a great event for all our employees. I would bring them all if I could. So we look forward to this every year. We look forward to how we can improve. I love seeing the results that come back when Kathy sends them, and we can see where we did well and where we need to improve. And basically, we were actually talking at our table before dinner about the process and about whenever you get interviewed and the question is, well, how do you measure that? How do you know? And it's like, oh, I don't know. And we just do it. You know, so it makes you measure it, and you really don't know if you're doing better unless you do measure it. So we've got much better at measuring the things we do. So I want to thank the BIA for that. And I encourage you in the future, manufacturing companies to fill out in every category, even if you think you're deficient. And it'll make you better, and you can look at areas to improve. So again, thank you to the VIA, thank you to all the Aurora employees. I'm very proud and honored. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Marcia. We really appreciate your feedback on the system and your support of the program. And like she said, I think in the past when we first started our awards program, it was all about the competition of just what are you the best at, and that's why we came out with benchmarking, is because we really, VIA wants to know where you need help. And so, if you only benchmark in categories that you're great at, then you don't ever, help the group either. And so, and then we don't know what kind of programs to put on for you. So, because we're all about how can we help you? That's our mission. So, thank you so much for your support of the program and participating. And we hope to, I had a great goal. I think it was last year's goal. We were like, oh, we're gonna 40% more, and then COVID hit. And so I'm going to take this year as a bye, but I'm going to double down on my goal to double the participation again for this next year, so that we have even more competitors to be part of it. But what's really neat is we had a great competition. We had so many great, talented companies that were part of this. So thank you so much for being part of that. Just a few last things I did want to mention. I know Marcia had mentioned this, but the excellence forums that we put on at the VIA, I don't know if it's not a coincidence that they're all about the same categories here at the Spark Awards. So I mean, that's kind of the method to the madness, is everything should be driving down from these 6 really important categories to your business. And so please pay attention to that. And also, if you're a finalist, it is your duty to be part of these. So I definitely, and if you're not, I mean, we definitely want you to be part of that too, so that you can be learning as well. But we love it when our finalists can be panelists and be part of our, part of that learning and sharing with each other. So we hope you will be part of that. And that's it, everyone. So we just want to thank everybody for coming out tonight. What a fantastic opportunity to be together and let me touch your shoulder or to attempt to hug you. I know, Trish, we had a joke that we were going to have to sign the waiver for the hugs, but I feel like I was going to say, I feel like I had a few waivers hugging going. Anyway, so thank you so much, everyone.
Couple last minute announcements. We'd love for you guys to take your pictures with your teams, whether you were a winner, finalist, or not. So over after the awards, we'll have pictures over there. And if you didn't hear, Jerry has a party going on in the interim afterwards. So Siggage team will be out there, looking forward to meet you guys out there. And then lastly, I would just like to get a standing ovation for our lovely hostess with the mostest, who's done so much for the IA this year, from everything from